customer of a website. User can first select product to buy. User must have to register in our system for purchase any item from our website. After register, he can log into site and buy item by making online payment through any bank debit card or credit card. So in this side is for user side, the data flow diagram for the online shopping website. So the user, you can search the item, and if you're gonna purchase, you need for registration first. Then after registration, you need for login, then create an account, then can buy the item now. You can make the order and make also the payment. So the payment is through credit card. So for the second level user side of DFD, so the user need to log in. After login, he can view his account, can change the password, and edit his account. So the system flow chart, the system flow diagram is a visual representation of all process in sequential order. The system flow chart diagram is a graphical representation of the relation between all the major parts or steps of the system. Flowchart diagram cannot include minor parts of the system. So here's the flow diagram. So at the start, if the admin gonna log in, if it verified and approved, so yes, so you can check, can manage, you can access now the category, you can manage the category, can manage the item, can manage the order, manage the payment. If not, you need to log in until successfully log in. So after the manage payment, so we put a feedback part, so you can manage the feedback, then log out at the end. So in user side or the customer, so you need to log in first also. If it's already verified and already in the system, you can view the item that he want to purchase. You can check the order or you can cancel it, then you can place the payment. So if he's not registered yet, you need to register to access everything. So under payment, then online payment, then if it's cash on delivery, then either these two payment gonna generate a report, then the user or the customer can leave a feedback. So I have the process customer payment. So the order placed via credit card, then the transaction started. So after the validation process, so yeah, same thing. So if you're gonna use the credit card and it has a funds, it's gonna go through all the way down. If not, the system gonna ask a new card. So after the funds or the payment validated, so gonna store the information for the customer, then can so the transaction, if done successfully, so the report, the system gonna store the customer's information, then the receipt is gonna be sent by email And I think that's it. So the ERD, or the entity relationship diagram, is the entities are described in the database by set of attributes like the attribute username, password, telephone number, employee ID, and address describe the entity. So employees in the ERDM illustrated below, the primary key employee is ID is used to uniquely identify an employees, since it may be possible to have two employees with the same name, surname, etc. The entity relationship are shown in diamond shapes. The set of all entities of the same type and set of all relationship of same type are termed as an entity set and relationship set respectively. So the overall logical structure or schema of the database can be expressed graphically by an ERD, which is built up from the following components. So the rectangle represent entity sets, the ellipse is represent attributes, the diamonds represent relationship among entity sets, the line links attribute to entity sets and entity sets to relationship. So the process is component is labeled with the entity or relationship that it represents. So here's the diamond, the rectangle, ellipse. So from logging in with the system, so it produces the items. So it's gonna show the name and the price of the item. It is the order date. So if the customer wanna order it, you need the email address, the mailing address, and the customer name. Then for shipping, we need also the address. So yeah, so the lines, as earlier discussed, it's the links attribute to entity sets and entity sets relationship. Okay, so here's the result. So if a new customer, you need to log in or create an account first. So it's required for the email address, the password, and if it's already registered, the customer, so just only input the email address and the password. If it's new customer, you need to create a new account. So the requirements are the email address, the first name, last name, the password. Okay, so it's gonna be look like this. So actually, Samsung's Inc. has a two DBA or doing business name. First is the Pacific Tactical Supply. Secondly is the Sprockets and Rackets. But they have one company name, which is the Samsung Inc. So it's gonna if the customer is already registered, it's gonna be showing like this. So you just enter the username, the password, same thing the other side. So it's already verified. Okay, so the website or the home page, it's gonna be look like this. So as it shows the two company name. Actually, it's the same company. I mean, the doing DBA of the company, the Sprockets and Rackets, and the Pacific Tactical Supply. So actually, it's only a partial of the suppliers that we have. So if they can, once they click the About PTS, that is the Pacific Tactical Supply, they can see the history or the background of the company. So once the products, so under products, you can see the variety of brands, and it was classified or itemized, like if it's apparel, it's gears, is for medical, for survival or outdoor. So it's gonna be the homepage. So for the product category, view screen. So as I'm saying, it was categorized by apparel. Apparel is like that. From the shirt, the pants, shorts, etc. Then those accessories, those are the gloves, the hat, and footwear. Those are the boots. Then bags and packs. So you can search an item, or if they know the item numbers, it's easier. So, or if they don't know the product item or description, they just can browse under clothing, from shirt or pants. It is for military uniforms. It's for indoor or outdoor, like the footwear, so headwear, to the bags and packs, etc. So for the input on the customer account page, so as I'm saying, that he needs the first name, the last name, and the credit card number, and the email address. So need the business phone, the home phone, the mobile phone, or the fax number, and for the mailing address, so the street, the city, state, the zip, and the country. But for now, the proposal is only for Saipan. So for the rest of the islands, we can still sell those items to them, but it's only for pickup. We don't do shipping for the near islands. So on the customer for the output, if the customer is already registered and verified, so it's gonna show the history of purchase that he or she had. So also the date, the amount, and the items. So he can also change the name if he really wants, or all the items can change the password. So for the order detail page, so if he's a new customer or existing customer, so for the new customer, same thing, you need to input all the necessary requirements, first the name, the last name, company, and etc. If the existing customer, just type the name here, and if it's already in the database, it's gonna show the list of the existing customers. So for the order invoice, it's gonna shows the product name. You have the part number, if the part number of the item, the quantity, the price, and the total price, and the total amount. If there's any discounts, it's gonna appear there. And for the shipping method, yeah, it's only for pick up or delivery on Saipan only. So for the sales report, what we do is, we have the daily sales report, we have the monthly and the annual. So on the system, on the sales report, we can check just for the orders that's been processed or confirmed. So we can also print for the returns. Is from it says also, it shows also for the customer name and the company. So at least we can what is we can monitor what are the saleable items and list items. So under discussion, there has been an explosion in the numbers of internet users worldwide, and it is fair to say that most countries in the world now have internet access, if not always at the same level of quality. Availability of broadband connection has ensured access to digital content, such as video and music, can be sold and exchanged online. So I agree with the emphasis. So anyone can view online shopping portal and available products, but every user must log in his or username and password in order to purchase or order a product. So he can browse the portal or the website, but he cannot purchase or order products. So only admins have access to modify roles. By default, developer can only be an admin. Once user registers site, as default role will be user. So various applications of e-commerce are continually affecting trend and prospects for business over the internet, including e-banking, e-tailing, the online publishing, or online retailing. So a more developed and mature e-banking environment plays an important role in e-commerce by encouraging a shift from traditional modes of payment. So example, the cash, check, or any form of paper-based legal tender to electronic alternatives such as e-payment system, thereby closing the e-commerce loop. Businesses today use the multitude of sophisticated advertising approaches that are integrated within their e-business activities. So they have developed new strategies for the sale of distributed products with advertising attached. Businesses are willing to be flexible in terms of how revenue is generated and believe that reacting to current trend is the key to establishing successful online presence. Okay, so that's it for now, and thank you for watching, and God bless everyone. Thank you.